I'm Spangy, and this video is going to have some spoilers for Deltarune Chapter 1, so if you haven't beat that already, please do. It's really good. I'm just going to be playing the game whilst I talk about a theory that I kind of thought up, but other people have also thought this up. Okay, so basically, you see the little red heart there? That's called the soul, and it's a thing in the Undertale Deltarune stuff. It's a pretty important part of the story. Basically, it's you. Like that's your actual view. Um, Whenever there's like combat sections, it just turns you into that, and you move around as that. Um, in both Delta and Undertale. So my theory is that it's the same one in both games. Like it's just straight up the same exact soul. Is the soul's just like this thing that goes and that can hop universes because you can. Yeah, sure. So let's see the similarities. They're both heart-shaped. They're both red. Their color, well, they both start off as red, but both of their colors can be changed. Both of them can have their colors changed by enemies. Pain. Both of them have their colors changed by enemies, and um, but they can also be changed back to red, and they automatically go back to red after um, what's it called? The combat ends. Uh, yeah. So those those are the similarities I wrote down. Uh, but they're both actually your player character, because, and here's the spoiler part. At the end of this Deltarune Chapter 1, you, the soul, get ripped out of Chris, and then thrown into a cage. But what's actually cool about it is that if you press your movement keys around, during the cutscene, your soul actually can move around. Um, and it's also a big part of the later chapters of you being separated uh, from Chris. So like, okay, first off, there's also going to be I'm probably also going to be spoiling other chapters of Deltarune. So there's your warning for that. Um, called it worthless. That's amazing. That's actually hilarious. So in chapter 4, leave now if you haven't seen it. In chapter 4, you this is a really terrible video. Um, you get ripped out of well, in at the end of all the chapters, you soul get ripped out of Chris. Actually, I don't think you do in chapter 3. Oh well. Other than combat, but oh well. Anyway, chapter 4, it's actually in the main story where that's not my name. In the main story, you get ripped out of Chris, and Chris puts you into this little like Christmas box. That's funny. Christmas. I didn't make a joke about that. Um, but what happens is you actually leave the box and crawl around the vents, a little like Among Us style. Get out ahead. Uh, wait. Uh, and it's actually like a little fun little part of the game that Chris and Soul are two very separate beings. Um, Now I don't think there's any instance where in Undertale where Frisk takes the soul out of their body, but I don't know. I don't think that matters, but it probably does. Somebody's gonna tell me that that matters. Um, so yeah. Uh, I really thought it would have more substance to this. Uh, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Um, I'm just gonna say that I personally headcanon that the souls are the same across both games because it's you. and that'd be really cool if it's just the U soul. Um, and other than that, I think we're gonna give up and talk about the theory. So what we're gonna do now is we're just going to play the game until we find Starwalker, which I'm actually gonna do a little trick I saw where you can just like take a nap. Uh, yeah, and then bada bing, bada boom, wake up in the dark world. So that's a big skip. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna play through the game until we find Starwalker because he's the goat. You know, I think about it. Why is Chris blue? Why is the Dark World change the color of some people? Like, it doesn't change Noelle's color that much, but Chris just goes straight from yellow to blue. Like, that is a very opposite change. Susie, I think she goes from like purple to pinkish purple. Other than that, like I think her hair color here, it's either her hair color here. No, it's not her hair color. Like the darker color of purple on her Dark World sprite is her regular purple on her Light World sprite. So Dark World just kind of changes the color of Lighteners. In the Light World, you have 20 HP, and I don't think that ever changes in the Light World. But in the Dark World, you start off with 90, so it just makes you stronger apparently, which is kind of odd. So there's a lot of oddities of this game that could need explanations. Back to the one with the like the color changing. I saw somebody said sometime that it was that like the Dark World kind of looks like a if you took a black light over something, like what's like this actually looks like a purple light, but then you can see some things in the dark. No, we're not listening to you. I don't care about you, I'll say. Sick. Thank you, Lancer. Uh, so that's like a pretty good explanation. Is that why the colors change? Like I don't know if you took if it's shone a black light on yourself, you would look blue. Maybe I've never used a black light before, but it kind of makes sense. Then again, why does Noelle not change color? Because Chris goes straight from yellow to blue, and Susie goes from purple to lighter purple, and Noelle goes from I think brown to the same brown. I don't really remember her color changing. Same with Birdly. Birdly just is the same blue, so that's fun. Yeah. Oh, cool. I can do that. Okay. So here's the first comment I got of the entire game, and I've already run out of things to talk about. I'm gonna compliment you because you're awesome, Lancer. Oh shoot. I did not expect that part. I've not played this chapter in a good couple while. Like back in June was the last time, so I'm not remember. I haven't memorized like every single instance. Some people probably have, especially in that time, like that couple year gap, the 4 year gap between the chapters of Deltarune. Goes sideways. That's fun. Oh shoot! I almost no hited that one. Yay, 38 buck. But yeah, also, it's gonna show in a second. But me personally, I think that the chapter one Ralsei design looks better simply because it's like one sprite of confused Ralsei that just is so awesome, so peak. Um, but I really wish that he kept the hat on. It might also just be that I think Ralsei looks better when I can't see his facial features. Just that's mean, but uh, oh well. Can I just say Toby Fox? He like makes good music. I don't know if that's like a hot take or anything, but I think his music's pretty good. Oh no, I am gonna say hi. Um,
Stretching is what makes our waist work.
uh, that could be a good theory idea. Or Ross and Lance are dating. That's dumb. I mean, if you think about it, Ross is green and Lancer's blue. So blue and green are very complementary colors. In fact, it takes the blue to make green, and also yellows. So yellow, blue make green. So what that could mean is that at some point, so Chris Chris starts off yellow in the light world, so it could mean at some point, Chris, Ralsei, and Lance are in a three-way relationship. Oh, what am I talking about? This is color theory. Makes sense, doesn't it? It's probably better than the soul theory that I was trying to cook up when I first started making this video. Ah, stupid. Oh, he's actually yellow in the dark world, so maybe this pizza guy, Top Chef, that's your name. So Top Chef, Ralsei, and Lancer are in a three-way relationship. Or they at some point were prior to the Dark World incident of Deltarune Chapter 1. You know what I'm gonna do? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like play through the game and I'm gonna cut the video to where I find Starwalker because this is just not interesting anymore. I will leave in the polyamorous Ralsei Top Chef and Lancer relationship. That is a better theory than what I was when I went into this cooking up. Oh, here's the room. Here's the room. Okay, okay, we're back, guys. I'm gonna no hit this. And then we head back here. And here he is. These birds are pissing me off. I'm the original Starwalker. So good. Alright, that's the video. Um, what was I gonna say? If you liked it, like, if you want more of this, sub. I haven't gotten a sub in like months, but oh well, I got 200 on the one short that everyone likes. I don't know why I made it. If you have any ideas what I should do next, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.